and Austin loves his little 5 seconds of silence.
He does love a moment of silence. Every day after he does the Pledge of Allegiance, he demands one.
Oh my gosh, really? I mean, he is very patriotic. I've seen him salute so many flags. It's insane. All with his middle finger, and usually with booze, but he does every time he sees one. He makes sure to let his presence known.
Yeah, it's like worshiping God in your own way. It's his method.
I love that. Hey, my name is Quinn, and I'm here with the effervescent Daniel to talk about credits.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not looking up what effervescent means right now to make sure that I can make a joke about. Oh, I can't spell effervescent. Never mind. We're gonna move on.
This particular episode of the credits is also being recorded on a time crunch, which is to say we are currently actively, as we record this, in a race because I took an edible like 3 minutes ago, and it takes an hour for those to kick in. So we're gonna see how many we can do, and if I get real weird towards the end, we'll know why.
And if I get real weird, that's just sort of my default resting state.
No, nothing will be out of place if Dan gets a little bit weird. I will get a little bit weirder and gigglier, I guess, is the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start. Or do you have like a topic you want to begin? Is this your first time doing credits?
Yes, this is my first time doing credits. Joa, I think at one point thought that we had already done this together, and then realized that wasn't the case. She's really more focused on forcing my girlfriend to do credits against her will.
You are just a vehicle to get to your girlfriend for Joa. As I understand it, if there is something Joa finds interesting, she will message you and say, show this to your girlfriend. And there is no interest as to whether or not you think it's cool. That's just not a relevant factor.
Effectively, yeah. I'm like those 1940s telephone operators that are plugging in all the wires to connect people.
Be with you just a minute, hon. Click.
Yeah, that's basically my role right now. I don't know what's going to happen in a week and a half when the two of them finally meet. I'm not emotionally prepared for this.
What's the name of that storm from Fortnite? The giant storm with like one safe zone in the middle. That's what it's going to be.
So someone's going to build a tower in 5 seconds, then do a 360 and shoot me with a shotgun?
You better hope, because if I recall, the storm in Fortnite makes zombies if you're not in the middle of it. So that's not a good thing.
Oh, well, this is rough.
Yeah.
So we've got a list of names here,
yeah.
Which I guess we really should get into. Again, this is on a time limit.
No, it's going great. Joseph Tombrello.
Bear Cloud Games.
Mo Rainbow Devil, the actual devil's advocate. Lucifer says, all turfs go to hell.
There you have it, folks. He says it right there. It's Mr. Lucifer himself.
He wouldn't say it if he didn't mean it.
It's my birthday this month. He. Well, that's not true. Mine was in June. It's making me lie. It's making me tell lies.
No, you are the voice of the people at this point. That's what you represent. And also, when I see, how do you read the he? Is it he? Because I always read it as
yeah, it's a bit of a It's also how my girlfriend laughs. She's a little ghoul.
I want to know more about that later. A Leopleurodon? No. A Lepidopetron sitting in the corner and humming tunelessly to comfort himself. I want to know more about what that is, but thank you for supporting.
It's not a butterfly, but I think it's similar to the word for butterfly. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it is. It looks like it's they're like butterflies.
Oh, my girlfriend is terrified of butterflies.
Aww.
An elder dog.
Sir Alistair Octopus says, support your union. Hell yeah.
Kitty, parentheses, the cursed existence of figuring out the twist before it happens, parentheses, foe.
That's also your curse, right?
Yeah. You know what? Never mind. That's a spoiler. I can't say anything.
Oh, no. Dan was just about to Tom Holland season 10 we're on, right? Yeah, season 10. That'd have been
Yeah, it was definitely about season 10 and not a theory I had for a completely different season.
Oh, wow, you were like Tom Holland who was about to spoil fucking Kang Dynasty.
I'm thinking I'm a big fan of Devil May Cry, and like 4 years before they announced Devil May Cry 5, there was like a convention where Ruben Langdon, Dan Southworth, and the third guy whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. They're all Power Rangers alumni. Was like, oh yeah, it's glad to be working together again. I can say this, right? And then Ruben just looked at him and go, no, you cannot say that.
I love those moments where someone does that. I can't recall the one I saw recently, but it was just someone like casually saying something through announcement, and then like a second later, man, I wasn't allowed to say that. Ah, man, I wasn't allowed to say that. Extellaris.
Concept is enjoying Pikmin 4 and resetting every time a Pikmin dies.
So I can't play Pikmin. I like when Pikmin die, I just get too emotionally distraught and it disturbs me deeply. I had like a panic attack playing the first Pikmin as a child. But I was really excited because I wanted to find a walkthrough of Pikmin 4 on YouTube, and I found one where this motherfucker does not let any Pikmin die. It is deeply satisfying. It also makes the game look insanely easy. Like I was like, you run around to the back and dash into it? This doesn't seem that hard.
I have the similar form of brain disease where whenever I play a game like Baldur's Gate, I have to make my perfect run through where I am a good boy that saves everyone. And it's not even like I get emotionally distraught. It's that no, I must have my perfect ending slide montage at the end.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you process that in the new version of Baldur's Gate, where apparently all of your early game companions are bad people because they want to encourage you to not just pick the good option?
It's very weird. I have deep and complicated opinions on Baldur's Gate 3 right now. I know I'm a contrarian at heart. We talked about this during like the pre-show for I think our last Rezubian recording. And as I'm playing through it now, it is very much like they're selling it on crazy reactivity and stuff, but I'm going through the game and it's like, well, why doesn't my character just say this very simple thing that he knows is occurring? Why isn't that an option?
You're just like angry. You're like, why doesn't Shepard just tell the council about the Reapers?
Well, it was. I don't want to spoil the game, but it's like, oh, everyone else has died that's done this. Can I tell this person that they're going to die if they do this?
No, they won't let you get that. That's too easy for them, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you're gonna suffer.
Other than that, it's been fun so far. I'm romancing the buff tiefling lady, so that's fun.
Eardrum espresso.
See a little.
Christ, man, slept through the last 3 months. What year is it?
Well, I guess Jesus is finally awoken. He's come back.
He's back. Catholic school was right.
Nephis Decidia, the queer sheep, excited ENB is getting an aftermarket vagina.
Yeah, that's awesome. Faith and Valor. I wanted to call it velour, but that just makes it sexier because that sounds like a material you make like negligee out of, like velour.
The only reference to velour I know is Zap Brannigan from Futurama with his velour suit.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It's just the end of the velour suit.
Brent still every episode of Dice Funk Goatly.
Hell yeah. Level 4 Bussy Domain cleric Caroline just got banned from her 4th Epcot ball in the Epcot ball biome. Ugh, brutal.
That's my character in Baldur's Gate right now. I'm a level 4 Bussy cleric.
I thought you were going to say, that's my character getting banned from Epcot centers.
I don't actually know what Epcot is.
It's just a big ball that there's like informational shit in there, right? Like it's like a learning center, isn't it?
And people want to go to that?
I thought that was always the joke. That's why nobody goes to the Epcot Center, because it's just like, it's educational. It's not like a fun thing to do.
I guess I can't throw shade. I like the Liberty Science Center in New Jersey.
Well, that sounds like a problem on your end. A werewolf with tickets to Barbie and Oppenheimer in their hand. I've seen one of them. I plan to see the other one eventually, but it might not be until I've seen the first one 3 times, to be clear.
I've gotten the gist of both through TikTok at this point.
You're like a bomb goes off and something something. I'm just Ken.
All right, yeah. Let me clarify. I've gotten the gist of one of them through TikTok, and the other through like 12 history courses through my life.
It was one of my favorite tweets or skeets was like someone screenshotting because like anytime a movie comes out now, you just create articles on like these websites that are like, does so and so have a post credit scene? Because everyone wants to know. So there was one. It was like, does Oppenheimer have a post credit scene? And someone screenshot and is like, you're living in it, baby.
It would have been great if it was like a modern day president being like, it's time to launch the nukes, and that was the post credit scene.
Oh man. It's like an amalgam of all the old men presidents we had, so we don't know which one this is trying to like foretell it being.
Mm-hmm. Allison the Purple.
Ropun, conduit of extremely cute Shiba Inus.
Rue da Costa Silva.
Composting queen.
I almost misread this. Arn Frank.
Ekarin.
Rasmus.
Ryan Matheson.
Lumentus.
Joseph Doyle.
The Futility of Empire.
Heuristic Badger.
Matt Collier.
Oh, it's a little French. Spirit Bear.
Brett didn't pay for the credits tier and should not be here. Well, I don't. Austin, cut that one out.
No, keep it in. They've earned it. They got through the entire technical system. They tricked Patreon. Toshiro Kuro is sitting in the corner on a stool mumbling, "Damn, New Year's new self had 6 months hands."
I know that feeling quite well.
What did you get any of your New Year's resolutions worked on a little bit?
I had plans, and then my job decided, no, you're not going to have free time.
What do you think you're doing with that? Give that to me.
You have help desk tickets to do. Get out of here.
You little scamp. Send you on your way.
Atra Persona.
Bad Hat Ben.
Oh, no, I'm caught up. I need to scroll down further. Chris Scheib.
M.
Oh, God. These are all one word. Skunk ID, conduit of the tiny squeaking sound you get when you rub two pickles together. I really should have said that a lot quick. Austin, edit out all the pauses between those words because this is one long string of letters.
In another world, because I feel like Austin's gonna listen. I'd be like physically at his computer, just say no and leave it exactly as is. But in a very funny world, he edits out those, but also speeds it up way too fast, so it doesn't even sound like words anymore.
Perfect.
Hey, me, Quinn Larios. I guess
Wow.
I am on this tier, so I should be putting a funnier name in.
I didn't realize that it was only for like a $5 tier. I thought it was just the anyone that was donating gets on the list. And like 7 months ago, I set my name to I think Spookmaster Lance Corporal, and then forgot about it.
There you go. That's perfect.
Ben Marsden.
Joa.
Polite Crow asking if you might kindly open the bins for a little rummage. As someone who's lived in the woods for most of their life, no, stop throwing my trash all over the lawn.
You wanna know what the craziest thing about that is? I think you're the first person to ever read that name without making a little British at the end. I've always just innately been like, for a little rummage. And I think everyone else has as well. I think you're the first person to just read it like a normal human being.
I think it's my years of trauma of cleaning up trash after birds got into my garbage cans.
Aw. Are the birds in Jersey real rough?
The birds in Ringwood. Well, I doxed myself. Oops. Well, I don't live there anymore. That's fine. My hometown of Ringwood, New Jersey, is a nightmare toxic waste hellhole filled with bears, birds, and paint sludge.
I feel like those elements really defined you as a human being.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for all the chemicals in the water I drank growing up.
3 owls, the trench coat.
Possum King. Possum Kingdom Refugee.
Big Time Burger featuring the humongous burger. Yes, it's always been on the menu.
Do you ever see those like big burgers and commercials and go, well, I don't really understand how to physically eat this?
I've encountered some of them in real life, like burgers where you're like, this is just so physically big that like it hurts to eat. Like this is stretching my jaw. I don't understand this.
Yeah, I already got some TMJ. I don't need to damage myself trying to eat a burger.
It'd be a delicious way to hurt myself, though.
Could you maybe like put it into like a blender and just make a smoothie for me at this point? It's all getting ground up anyway in the stomach.
I recall watching a YouTube video of somebody who was like, I just really want to show off like this immersion blender and sous vide or whatever they have. So they like grabbed whatever like the stereotypical meal from each fast food restaurant is, like, you know, Burger King is like a Whopper, McDonald's a bit like a Big Mac or whatever. And they took all of like whatever would come with it and like blended each one down individually to make a butter, like a butter substitute essentially, and then use those to like marinate a different steak and then compare like which fast food thing when you emulsify blend it makes the best steak accoutrement. And I don't know if I remember who won.
That has to be like a secret that some fancy restaurant is doing. But I also, when you were explaining this, was thinking, what if they just didn't take it out of the packaging? What if they just left it in and let the blender do its job?
There's just a lot of cardboard. I don't know what to tell you. Rough times, but you know, cardboard's healthy to some people. My cat bites it all the time, so he's having a good time.
Professor Peanuts and Blizzard over there, they love chewing cardboard.
Oh, that's why they give best friends. They're gonna start hanging out together. Jammy, aka the Warborg.
Jen.
Bleakier.
Matt Lactus hasn't changed his name for 3 months because life is stressful, y'all. Happy holiday season and take care. Well, we are heading towards holiday season.
Yeah. Matt Lactus, I think, has succeeded in what I always do whenever daylight savings time happens, where I don't change my clocks. Mm-hmm. And then enough time passes that it goes back and my clocks are correct again. And I feel like a real champion when it happens. So Matt, I think, is going to be really excited when we get to the next, like, another month or so, and we're like, yeah, we are in the holiday season. Thanks, Matt. It's going to be real good.
One of these days, you're going to forget to change your clocks, and then they're going to finally pass a law that they don't change the clocks back again, and then it's going to force you to change them.
That's the scariest day in my upcoming future, is the day that starts getting mandated. I hate changing my clocks so much. Jaspel, Black Lives Matter.
Cyber Lady Z.
Stranad.
Francois V. Or 5?
I think Francois V. Or Francois the 5th. This could be like a long lineage. I never thought about that. Jeff the Mongoose, keeping up with the devilment on the weekends.
Kevin Dobbins.
Dr. Goatman.
Pumpkin Spice itself.
6D9.
Owen Eoin Egoin?
I don't know why in my mind all three of those are supposed to be Owen. Because like the other two look like Celtic maybe, or Gaelic. I forget what you officially like classify that as. I don't know. That's where my mind goes. You did better than that one.
The last one's kind of like Gohan if you swap around all the letters.
And you'd get rid of that E.
Oh, you know, it's a silent E.
Goani. You give a little accent over it. Lady Zaziki.
Morgan Rapp.
Haley Snaley.
Jorgen Indie Monster Weinig Ford married Hige Christi. Oh man, I'm butchering these names. Christiansen. Yay for love. Good for you.
Hell yeah! Woo! Love. It's beautiful. Yeah. Peanut House 02, the Norwegian pencil case that gets mistaken for Dane.
Ooh, a nice little accent you've spiced on there.
I peppered it in. A little Salt Bay action.
Now, could you do me a Danish accent and still tell me what the difference is?
I'm a Dane. Penal House 02.
Okay.
That's how I do most accents. I announce what the accent is at the beginning. Like, oh, I'm Scottish.
That's also basically how my girlfriend does it, only she just does it as, I'm Scottish.
There you go. That's actually better.
This is for brunch.
Jacob Coles.
Aubrey, conduit of Gawk itself.
Joe Arias.
Sam Yaza.
Izzy, conduit of nuance.
Jake Logsden.
Steven.
Colin Raiden McRae.
An Irish NB who just wants Joa to know how awesome they are. You rock, Joa.
Isaac Berkendahl always has his day made when Austin and Quinn talk about Magic the Gathering and thinks it would be really cool to see a common.
Yeah, the name was probably longer than what the character limit allows. So I imagine that's some kind of commander related thing. But if you're excited to hear me and Austin talk about Magic the Gathering, not only did we talk about a whole bunch of it on the last Spewpunk, but we're probably going to talk about it even more on the next Spewpunk, because in between these two being recorded, which was like 6 days at most, Wizards dropped a huge amount of information about like the next 3 years worth of their product. So we have a ton to talk about. It might be the entire episode.
Yeah, and they're narrowcasting a bit to me stylistically, so I'm pretty happy about it.
You're like, sci-fi and monster horror world? This is exactly what I want.
Yeah, and I know my girlfriend's gonna want me to pick her up some of the cute little mice from that set, and I guess Clue is also interesting. more conceptually of, well, how are they gonna hide the fact that one of the cards is gonna be named Jeeves the Butler of killing his master?
I'm sure it'll all work out. It's always worked out for them in the past, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not going to get spoiled 9 months ahead of time.
Dan, you think of the biggest franchises in the world. You know, you got your Batman, you have your James Bond, and then right there alongside it is Clue, otherwise known as Cluedo. Everyone is talking about Clue.
I have never played Clue once in my life. I have no idea what actually goes into that game. I know that Tim Curry was in a movie about it.
Okay, first and foremost, the Clue movie is phenomenal and you need to watch it. You don't need to know anything about Clue, the board game, to actually watch the movie. The movie is legitimately one of the best comedies like in that era. The game Clue itself is actually like a very weird game of like deductive reasoning, but like because like of the way the game works, it's very luck dependent, because like if you just roll poorly, you take forever to get to rooms to start narrowing down your options.
Okay.
And, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those games that I'm like, yeah, this was fun when I was like 9, but as an adult, I don't know if I'd want to play it rules as written.
See, I love deductive reasoning, like social manipulation games. I've got, I think, like 150 hours in Among Us, but when I hear, oh, it's random if you can actually solve the puzzle, that would torture me.
It's not random to solve the puzzle. Everyone can eventually do it, but it's a race to see who can solve it first, and to like start knocking off logic in your head, like, because it's like I don't know why I'm going through the whole rules of Clue. You know what? Look up a video on it. Eric Ogren, who thinks his real job is to enjoy his first paid vacation.
Good for them. Joa's Ark, Bussy full of wasps.
That's correct. The A-Merc on Twitter, creator of Fractal Realms and other visual adventures. Go check that out.
They're going to have to update their name. Twitter's dead. It's just X now, although it's still at twitter.com.
Yeah, oh my God. Never change it.
Juan Nunez Jimenez.
Eri Winter.
Andre just caught up with the episodes. Still no Bustalids, though.
Give it time. Amanda from Schmorda.
In a rush to change my name for the credits, so no funny this month. Just have a great August, y'all. Okay, I will. Thank you. I wasn't until you told me to.
Now you're going to get on it. Someone has to be boring. It might as well be Jeremiah.
Code Sculptor 1.
Emmanuel Orlando Matias.
Whoa, this place has windows. I don't think I can afford this.
I don't know why that one tickled me so much. Back payments from the distant past of season 7.
Ooh. Joe Turner.
Chase Sterling.
Aaron.
Lime.
Bailey McCullen.
Gareth Tomlinson is making tea. Would you like some?
I would like some tea. My mom just threw a bunch of random packets of chai tea and hot chocolate at me today.
Aw, are you gonna mix them? Make some chai hot chocolate?
I've made many a food monstrosity in my time. I don't even think that would taste that bad, honestly.
No, I don't think it would actually be that bad. I have a TikTok recipe saved that I need to do at some point that's for chai cookies, and one of the steps of it is just cutting open a bag of chai tea and dumping it into the mix.
just loose tea particles into the cookies?
Yeah, that's one of the steps of it. And Taylor Swift is the one who originated this recipe or popularized it, so I don't think Tay Swizzle would steer me wrong.
I'm just imagining now not Taylor Swift eating these cookies, but just eating raw tea bags uncooked, just as a little snack.
She just rips them open, pours it into her mouth, swishes it around a little bit, and then she's ready to go on stage and sing Bad Blood.
Yeah, it's part of her her pregame.
Mm-hmm. Ephemeral Biscuit.
Cookie Wyvern.
Vin Jost.
Gams and Bill Webb said, "Gotta scoot," and he waddled away. Waddle, 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 till the very next day. Bum, 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 bum.
Man, my other patronies are going to be really confused.
Yeah, after that one, I would be too. Fraser McVean.
Jesse Ben Klosky.
Kyle the Cuddly Kobold is spreading the word of ice cream.
Mark Melchert. Don't worry, you can't pronounce that. Shout out to my beloved brother Anton, who's such a kind soul.
Tara, conduit of having a wank after eating some cornflakes despite their creator.
Hell yeah. You know about that, right?
Yeah, there was like 3 different guys that had that same idea. It was also the graham cracker guy. who...
Not graham crackers. Delicious graham crackers.
Another thing about Kellogg's, I watched a 4-part podcast on the guy. He was a big proponent of cold wet blanket baths as for medical purposes.
As in, you just get a blanket really cold and wet and then bathe people with it?
There was like a whole thing back in that time period where doctors were like, look, weird baths are the way to cure all your ailments. We're gonna slather you in creams and then get you really damp.
Oh, I can't. That sounds kind of fun, except for the tuberculosis. That part is not so hot.
It didn't stop me from coughing up blood, but I was really hydrated, I guess.
And that sounds pretty good. Egon Steiner is melting.
Benedict Holland.
Aspiring plague doctor.
Another V.
Yeah. Well, this one's V. Just straight up V.
Interesting.
Cut that, Austin. Philip Mitchell.
Squid Cap, but really queer this time.
Alex, do you have to say it more queer?
I don't think I can do that. I don't think it's my place to do that.
That was a test. Good job, Dan. Alex Jones is froggiest gay.
A transgender penguin buying her first skirt.
Hell yeah. Good luck. I'm wearing a skirt right now. It's good times.
I could not ever, I think, wear one. I'd feel so uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable with a shirt that's like a little bit too short because I'm terrified people are going to see my underwear.
Wow. Do you have anything wild going on with your underwear?
No, I'm just deeply self-conscious at all times.
Secret you're trying to hide, like the Constitution's location?
Hold on. Did somebody take the Constitution?
That's just what someone who took the Constitution and doesn't want anyone to know would say.
Oh no, you found my secret plans to eat the Constitution.
Oh, if that's your goal, then I'm going to help you with this. Ant Crean.
This trucker, who is a fucker, has to go back to work. And then there's a frowny emoji.
Uh-huh. That was the one that was perfect for you. It was destined for you.
Yeah, it was there in my heart.
My Kawane spirit of Go Go Godzilla. Yeah, history shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man. Godzilla.
I don't remember if it was Godzilla or King Kong, but my dad saw it when he was like a toddler, and he cried when the monster died at the end.
Oh, wow. So many details about you are making so much more sense. It's genetic.
Yeah, there's a lot in me that as more details of my history get told to people, they go, yeah, that tracks. That sounds about right.
So, like, our family was actually saved by goblins when we were a couple generations back, and they forever visit us in our dreams as a result.
My dad is an interesting character. I believe he once stopped his car on the highway to save a baby turtle. I was told a story that he saw a $20 bill on the road, and while driving popped his car door open, just leaned out, swiped it off the ground, and kept driving.
Hell yeah. Dudes roll. Eric Anderson is Thalimon on Twitch. Go check that out.
Yeah. Duncan.
The space fighters are looking forward to meeting their new baby this month. I want to meet your baby. Send us pictures somehow. I don't know how, but congratulations, and I want to see this baby.
Just put him in the mailbox. It'll find our way to us.
Yeah, it'll get our way here.
Sam has binged all of Dice Funk. Yeah, Sam has binged all of Dice Funk in 4 months. Now I'm ready to spew.
Oh, there's so much spew punk. I think we're on 31 episodes we just put out. It's wild.
Yeah, something like that.
And half of it is good. That's the crazy thing.
No, they're all good. I should know. I listen to them about 10 minutes after you record them.
Oh my god! Do you have an alert set for your phone to know when a new file hits that Google Drive or whatever?
No, I just kind of know about the time that you guys record things generally, so I roughly know when to check to see if I have anything to listen to for the rest of the night.
Oh, wow. You're a maniac.
I would always know that after Tuesday's recording with the home team, you record for about an hour and a half afterwards or so for Spew Punk, and then it's roughly about 15 minutes for everything to get uploaded.
All right, so we're currently halfway down this list, and we're halfway through that hour-long time limit. So we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit here. With Turtle Mancer is just old, tired, and trying to find peace.
Did we already say this one?
Fuck that one. All right, I'm a little high already because that really fucked me up. I was like, "What do you mean, Dan? We're going down a list. It's right there. What do you?"
I hope none of these are just you're gonna be high forever.
They just start fucking with me like you got high yesterday. I'm like, wait a minute, what does that mean? Woohoo! I'm moving to a new city. Hopefully I'll find a board game group that plays more often. That is the eternal struggle.
No.
Ghost Botmaster.
Aaron Rules 380.
Kieran Gore.
Oh, I'm back. My internet dropped for 5 seconds there. Kieran Gore.
What does the tiger dog say?
Just a po' boy with a po' family.
Thought Clown 666.
Joseph Mortensen.
Richard Meredith.
Thomas Galvin.
Bella the Worm. Sea cucumbers are the mascot of 2 football teams. The Pittsburgh Echinoderms and the Colorado Cumbers.
I'm sure one of these days they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for all you do every week. You are the best and are loved.
Steven. I want those to be combined. If you say them fast enough, it sounds like they're combined.
Faye Wilder, conduit of Butch Femme itself.
Dice Funk credits is mostly guessing. You never know when Austin's pussy will be mentioned.
That's true. It's like the Daily Double.
It sneaks up on you.
Kyle Hill.
A deviled avocado.
I've never eaten an avocado.
I just had it. I'm sure I've had it before, but I've forgotten. I've definitely had guacamole before. But I had a just full on avocado recently. And I was like, damn, I've been missing out on this. This is a shame to finally start putting avocados regularly in your diet in your 30s.
Nemo, the world kidney punching champion. Ooh.
Dan, are you gonna take that title from them?
Yeah, but they're not going to see it coming. That's how
Oh.
I'm going to take it.
Damn, ruthless. Gaz.
Sekhmet the Wolf, paladin of the Oath of Throwing It Back.
Justin Peroni.
Moomba.
Ben Straub.
Buh.
Ven, the dense pile of bones.
DH, parentheses D-H, the Strixhaven GM players found out the hot guy was part of the Auric. Oops.
I like it because sometimes people, I think the DH is just to let you know how it's said.
Oh, I know, but
okay.
it's in the list.
You're very, very Ron Burgundy. You're like, if it's on there, I'm going to read it.
Yeah, don't abuse that, folks. Don't figure out when I'm recording it and abuse it.
I'm going to let you out there secretly. Let's stay tuned for the bird cry. Ellie.
Errant Sagacity. Oh, said that wrong. Errant Sagacity.
I don't know if there is a correct way to say it. Sagacity is a word.
Is it?
I think. But Sagacity, I mean, it could be two different things. Who knows? Who are we to judge? The arbiters?
I already don't speak good English, so.
It's all that slime. Yeah, sagacity is like the quality of being sagacious.
Well, I don't know what that means.
It's having like a property of being sagatial.
Okay, we're moving on. Dark Wolf.
Garth.
Science, and then there's an exclamation point.
Excalibur, Foxy of receiving therapy and doing better. Hell yeah. I need to get on that.
Emberlyn, fastest cat in the West.
Join.
Paco is still having Lucha Libre RPG fun with his friends.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Adler.
Sam.
Roscoe 101.
Joe G, LTE.
Titus, conduit of Wombology.
Poston Korgsky.
I love Poston Korgsky. It's like a cute little one right there in the middle. Really brings a smile on my face because I just imagine Austin as a corgi, and that's, I think, his dream in life.
To have really short legs.
Yeah, I mean, no, I imagine he wants to be like an 8 foot tall a corgi, but it would really bring a smile to his face, I think, to be a dog.
Quinn, you're gonna finally be meeting me in person in 2 weeks, and you'll see how truly little I am.
And once I see you, I'm gonna be like, now it makes sense why he called you little all these years.
I am quite a short man, but I've been this height since I was in 5th grade. They thought I was gonna be 6'6".
They're like,
I was
holy
not.
shit, you're a monster. The Denver Nuggets already put in an offer for you.
Yeah, I remember they were taking me to doctors when I was little, and I stopped going. They were like, what's going on here? Can we get this kid on like some growth hormone or something?
They're like, that's a little expensive. What if we cut his legs open and we just put broomsticks in there and just see how that works?
Have you been getting those TikToks of people getting leg extension surgeries?
I feel like I got it a very long time ago.
It's like $100,000 for 3 inches. And it's basically a year of rehab.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it'd be brutal for your legs, but I know I also heard somebody was like, look, it's a lot, but I did start getting more dates, so I don't know what to tell you there.
If it gets results, it works, I guess.
Now I am become Barbie, destroyer of the patriarchy.
Yeah. Chief Beef Thief.
Alta.
Nicholas B. McDonald.
Sirs.
Anon.
Simon Lee, conduit of Chungus, bearer of Dinkus, minion of John Con.
The thing your cat is staring at in the corner of the room.
Can you get him to stop, please?
My rabbit just stares directly into walls 3 inches from his face.
He's either channeling superpowers you don't know he has, or he's thinking about doing that.
Yeah, he truly wishes to exact revenge on the world for taking his testicles away.
Damn. I want to think about that one later tonight. Rain and the Patreon Demon celebrate Rain turning 28 for better or worse, but mostly worse.
Oh, congratulations on your birthday at the very least.
Happy birthday.
Steven Martinez.
Master Zemnahort, Conda would have misspelled it, but it works, so I'll roll with it forever.
Wouldn't have known unless you said it. A dyslexic velociraptor would watch Get Back in the Kitchen! Exclamation point.
Hi, I'm Vi.
Oh, God. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet consecutor adipicine elite aninin id fugit ipsum cusci laxina nec ut nissil plaxcurat soleri. And now I've summoned the Pharaoh's curse. Thanks a lot.
Why are the pharaohs speaking Latin?
Don't ask questions about that. There's some rough implications there.
Alistair Lutton.
Wishbone is gay.
Spaghetti-O. Ran out of jokes.
Dragon Nexus.
Blackstone Morgan.
Doro.
Phoenix Toothill. Sterling.
A gambling pig just moved away into a new apartment after 3 months of looking.
Congrats!
And then, like 9 exclamation points. Congratulations. My apartment had its shower backfill sewage into it recently.
Well, why? Why did it happen?
I don't know. My shower just stopped working correctly, and then that occurred. And they sent a carpenter on his first day to fix it. He did not.
I was gonna say, why a carpenter?
Look, you get what you pay for, and well, that's a lie. You don't get what you pay for, or else that wouldn't have occurred.
Lauren, Lomo, and Morgan say give Lomo money at paypal.me/rargalicious. Lomo's lewds are nude and very rargalicious.
Yeah, good for go do that. Yeah. Fair Majesty, Empress Quintilian Galaxian.
Smiles Blue.
Agent Hedge Piggle.
Aaron Norgard.
Counterspell. I hardly knew her.
You did that one so sad. I don't think I've ever heard the inflection on hardly knew her ever. Like, I hardly knew her. It's like they're giving a eulogy.
Yeah, it's I don't have a joke there. Squishy fishy.
Arabella. Hardly knew her.
Francois Arsenault? I don't think I pronounced that right. That felt wrong to say.
I think you nailed it. By the way, so we're around like minute mark 40. An hour was too long of an estimate. That hits you a lot faster. We're in it, gang.
Okay.
We're in it at this point. Modified Matthew.
Marine science guy.
Support Runaway Dracana and the other Dice Funk Dragon Quest comic not affiliated with the RPGs at patreon.com/Cosmignon.
Yeah, go do that. I believe she's already started putting up the previews of the first pages.
Fuck yes.
Zoltar the Viking Death Metal Caterpillar, Conduit of Retribution.
Bones.
Pocket Sundial.
Kyle, Conduit of Drop Goodwood, and King Badass /Vic. I don't know if I've ever seen it, and I feel like it's a little limiting that no one has ever sent me where this is, so...
I've said it many times. I won't consider myself truly a internet micro celebrity until someone has made some sort of erotic material containing characters of mine.
I have to imagine it's happened already.
I don't think it has.
I bet. Look. I don't know where all the Dice Funk pornography is being created, but somewhere in there, your characters are fucked.
All right. Well, if it has occurred, send it to me directly. on the Dice Funk Discord. There's no other real way to contact me.
You could just go to New Jersey and find the stinkiest corner. You might be there. Not because you smell, because you live in toxic waste dumps. I'm sorry. I love you. Did I tell you I love you?
Yeah, that's fair. That's frankly it's accurate. My fucking shower did backfill sewage recently. So anyway,
I didn't mean
Nami
that so
the loathsome
harsh.
soy eater.
Antonio, conduit of snacks.
Pale Rajburge.
I like it when we get the foreign names that you have to read because I can hear the pause of you being like, how do we do this one?
Well, I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out, do I attempt to pronounce it correctly or do I just go for it?
That dedication is why we love you so much. The C.R. Saldana, prophet of R.N. Jesus.
I am not a robot. Beep, boop, beep.
Holy shit! That was so good!
Thank you. I've been practicing that one for years. I could have done that for the entirety of Resuvian.
Oh, wow. That one was really impressive. Holy shit.
Or you're just high right now.
It probably is that one. Kaniku fan. They love their wife. They don't put it in there. They should put it in there every week, but Kaniku fan loves their wife. I know this for a fact.
Oh, no. Is it not being there significant of something?
Better not be.
Callum wishing warm snuggles and cozy cuddles for anyone who desires them. Turner, please not warm. It's so hot without the AC on to record.
Miles and Danny got married a while ago, but Miles is dumb and forgot to update the Patreon. But congratulations, Miles and Danny.
You will have to divorce because he forgot to update the Patreon.
Oh my God! Why you're breaking these beautiful relations? Miles and Danny, Kaniku fan and their wife. What are you doing? Why do you hate love?
Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Mahogany.
J.S. Wizard, the Wizard of J.
Chris and Kipper the cat are painting in the basement. Not a euphemism.
Aw. Oh, not a euphemism. Yeah. Dr. Ixkix is Ix.
Chris Walling.
A vaccinated otter hoping to see its otter friends. I hope you do as well.
Yeah. And August Brent dogs.
B. Ray Echo.
A femboy connoisseur. Urgent news, everybody. At current projections of increased global temperatures, we will run out of femboys by... we won't know. We'll never know.
Doesn't tell us. This is like the cliffhanger. I know. When are we going to run out of them?
I like the implication that femboys melt like icebergs.
They might. They're so cute. Midlife stasis, conduit of inevitability.
Spaghetti-o moment.
Bribes Austin $20 to say that all the solitaire are gone.
This is somebody's address? I don't know if I should read this.
So there is somebody whose address is their Patreon, and I don't think this is a joke. If it is, this is a very funny joke if you just made up some address, but because I can't tell if it's a joke, I don't want to dox somebody.
Hold on, let me just look up where this is.
There's somebody here. I'll just say this. There's somebody from Pennsylvania. We're looking at you, kid.
I think this is a gas station? I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the next one. It's time to Dorian.
JP Green.
Bro Jimbo.
Joe Hinchcliffe, Spookmaster General, Mega Fan 1. Oh man, I started to blend those words together and I thought you were about to call me a slur. I don't know why.
Oh, it's okay.
Letters started to move together and I was like, hey. And then I read it again. It made sense. But for a moment I was about to be like, oh, what did you say, Joe?
Tim Lutton.
Andy Harkins.
Dawning Frost.
Medical Dingus.
S. Kearney of the Shire.
Keller Audemont.
Cass, formerly known as Emma.
Julian, making 2023 the year of self-care starting now.
Ooh, 6 month 6 month new self had hands, it seems like.
Mix Morganic catching up on Spewpunk instead of $10. Oops. Well, I hope you enjoy all the Spewpunk.
That said season 10. All right, moving on. Lauren Cates is the Matt Damon of pointing gif anytime a Dice Funk producer's name appears in a different show's credits. I know them.
Is it Matt Damon? I thought it was Leonardo DiCaprio. Or is there a Matt Damon pointing one? I always think of the scene from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where he like goes and points at the TV.
I mean, I have
point.
I think the one you're referring to is the one I think of, but I have to imagine at some point Matt Damon has pointed at something.
Matt Damon point. Oh wait, Matt Damon pointing meme. There are some. Although I will note the second image for Matt Damon pointing to meme is an image of the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing meme. So
All right, Lauren Cates, you have a stay of execution for now. Counter fifth.
Rob Dakin.
Oh, sold my changeling robe, stabbing slavers for my campaign. One warlock, but got captured in session 1.
That's not good.
Well, the stabbing slavers part's pretty nice, but the captured part not great.
I don't like that part. I need updates on this. Hastur the Cabot.
3 floppy, sloppy sea spiders in a box with no holes and only a small amount of water for $5. Come get it, baby. Well, that actually sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna tease me this much, the Precursor.
Killer Cotton Shinzo.
Yam.
Anna, conduit of procrastination.
Filmquisition.
Daniel Marsden. The Big Dan.
Big Dan. You remember him.
Of course.
I said that a couple times, and I'm like, I guess no one will understand this reference except me and Big Dan. But you get it too.
Yeah, I think there are still recordings of all of those D&D games out there. I know they're on my old YouTube channel still.
Oh, there you go. Victoria Melito, Conduit of Quietness.
Maz Jin, Social Distance Warrior.
Criterion is back again with a wacky name. Here it goes. Banana.
Dorum esta gargatorum.
I like that you keep getting the Latin ones.
I'm a little bit nervous with what these might mean.
One more and the circle is complete. Nothing, Dan. Don't worry about it. Eleanor, the fornix is a wonderful thing.
Juman Jack wishing his buddy and fellow Dice Funk fan, Christman, a happy birthday. Jesus loves Dice Funk. That's good to know. Although we keep dunking on the Pope.
He's doing fine otherwise. Salad Child.
Elderly Goose honking about in 2023.
Aki Savalian.
Florian H.
Who knewAju made good roux? Woohoo.
Okay. Matt.
I wish I had done that one. I wish I had given it to you and just seen how you would have gone about it.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I would
Who
have said
knew
roast.
Juice made good roux? Woohoo.
Matt Burgles.
I should have done it in a Jersey accent. Oh no, no, that's not Jersey. Carry it on, Matt Burgles.
All right, Matt, you've got your name read 3 times now. Moving on to Shanus.
The Demi-Lich, formerly known as Josh.
Zyphosaurus.
Indigo Van Dyne.
Jesse Neely.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Michael.
Leviathan.
Dash Sean, the Rage Monster.
Harrison Andrew.
Lukey Ookie Pookie.
Jade.
The Cult of Gorfanax.
Dylan and Ryland, the dog relaxing with board games.
And Christopher Charlou.
We did it. Look at us. Both of us at the top of our game.
How are you feeling, Quinn? Is it hitting you full force now?
Oh, it's at me now. There's a couple times where I'm like, whew, Dan's been talking for hours. You should stop doing that.
Yeah, maybe you should go lie down for a moment.
No, we're doing just fine. I want to chit chat with you about everything going on in your life.
Sure. Let's see here. Well, we've got the Oddities convention coming up. I'm in the process of engagement ring hunting currently.
Wait, does your girl listen to this show?
No, she listens and then gets confused when she hears the word D20 and then gives up.
You're not worried that someone might try to spoil it if you announce it here?
My girlfriend also knows that I'm doing this. We have a very interesting back and forth in our relationship.
Okay.
The day that we moved in together, she watched me actively put a note in my phone to remind me in 1 year to propose.
Oh, that's adorable.
Now, unfortunately, that time has passed because I got incredibly busy immediately at the time that was coming up. But it's on the docket. She knows what's happening. But she also, I love her, but she keeps changing her criteria for an engagement ring. I spent 1 weekend just looking around like, okay, I'm looking for diamond rings of this type. I get home that day and she goes, you know what? Not sure if I actually want a diamond and maybe not like a sapphire.
That's a big change, though.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, have you nailed it down? Like, have you just gone full on and been like, what would you like your engagement ring to look like?
See, I've done that. And then she changes the criteria.
Well, that's
because
fine. She's allowed to change her opinion, Dan. Stop trying to stifle her. You're Ken. You're Ken from the Barbie movie.
I'm trying to fulfill the task, but I need clear instructions.
Aw. Well, once again, I feel like I'm slowly reaching the point too where I'm also like, Dan's a vehicle for me to talk to Dan's girlfriend, though.
Is this what's going to happen when you meet her in person? You're going to give all of the sentences for me to give to her, and I'm still going to be ferrying it back and forth.
Yes, pretty much. I'm just gonna hand you notes. And be like, could you give this to her? She's so cool. I just don't want to be in her radiance.
You know, my sister's also going to be there, so you're meeting extended Dan family too.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so much Dan lore out of her. I'm gonna ask so many questions about what little Dan was like growing up.
Well, see, we this is the fun part about my relationship with my sister. She's 14 years older than me and never lived with me, so we have a perfect relationship.
Oh my gosh. That's a fact you're proud of.
I mean, it sounds. I don't think I can be unproud of it. She was my half sister.
All right. I think we do have to wrap up here. In my mind, that conversation went 20 minutes, but as I'm looking at the clock now, it turns out, in fact, only minutes have passed.
Oh boy, Quinn. Maybe why don't you go? I don't know. Put on The Wire, one of your favorites, and to relax.
Get some gushers and chill out with some Simpsons.
Wait, before we go, Maya's requesting some factoids of things you like, so she can research them for conversation and or bring a gift ready for the meetup.
The only true love in my life is Sonic the Hedgehog.
I did tell her that.
I think that really covers everything you need to know about me. I'm gonna have to think about that because right now I just want to say gushers, and I know that's not the real answer. I know sober me knows that's not the correct answer, but current me is like, damn, gushers would be real nice right now.
Now, Quinn, she can get you like a Sonic the Hedgehog body pillow and a pack of gushers. That isn't that much of an increased ask at that point.
I don't know, man. In this gusher economy, maybe you and your wild gusher expenses, but